artificial media, like entertainment media. Consumable. Because you won't care. I don't know. This would probably apply to everyone as well. Yeah. Someone actually had that exact thing. Is they were growing up and they were like, this isn't quite right, but they shoved that feeling down growing up, like, this isn't quite right for me, and they shoved it down like 3 different times in their life, and if they tried to shove that feeling down again, they would have either killed themselves or made the change that they needed to finally just be themselves. So that's probably, I'm not trying to go for relatable, but that probably would be. Usually I just tell a story, I don't care if anyone can relate to it or not, I just want to get this story out. Pine Lord, don't worry if you don't know what a hangover feels like, or what it is. You can probably find a YouTube video on like what a hangover is and what it can do to you. If you really want to find out, I would not suggest finding out for yourself though, unless you were in a really safe environment and having all the safety things around you, because if you drink a lot of alcohol, you risk alcohol poisoning and damaging your liver. So in order to help avoid that, you drink and you eat. You don't just drink alcohol, you drink water, and you also eat to help absorb some of that alcohol in your tummy. Because yeah, if you just straight up drink and drink and drink and you don't eat or drink water, you could like land yourself in the hospital, or worse. Yeah, it's not worth it. It is not worth it to get so drunk to give yourself a hangover. It never is. Life is about collecting experiences, Pine Lord. But like, if you wanted to experience it, I would do it in a safe environment. Have a sober person or someone like that around you. And like, have your food, have your emergency contacts, have someone that can drive if something goes wrong. Like, take precautions, treat it like an experiment, and you would have all of these safeties and backups if something, anything at any time would go wrong. And you are of age. Drink responsibly. Yeah. I know someone, Penny Arcade, I read about this, but Penny Arcade, one of the dudes wanted to see what pot was like, and he was very tentative about it, and I don't know, it probably was legal, they're in a state where it is legal, and so, like, they set up either his garage or a friend's garage with a couch and, like, a laptop and a TV, and he got high with sober friends around him to keep an eye on him. He just watched like cat videos the whole time. But he had that safe environment. Pine Lord, remember, I'm the fun killer. I'm the fun killer. Oh man. Yes. Okay. And by putting this in what it means to you, I don't know what perspective I'm going to be writing the story in. I don't know if it's going to be first person, third person, from the eyes of a different set of people, something like that. So, trying to explore your sexuality and what it means to you bumps along the way, because there's so many different types of everything in all of this. It definitely needs to be narrowed down as much as possible. This would take a lot of front work, I think, because I would want at least 5 to 7 people for this first idea. People believe you're something that you don't consider yourself to be because you want them to. You're trying, you know, to this one person, you're overly nice and generous, really go-getter. To another person, you're this tough, no-nonsense, take no guff from anybody. And to someone else, you could be the sensitive, good listener, super supportive, and just have like 7 different aspects of yourself that you really put forward. You know, someone who's just, and different careers to go along with that. As you convince someone's like, yeah, I'm a painter, I do gallery shows, really, yeah, and that person is super good at what they're doing, which is fleecing people, but I don't know why they would be fleecing people. It's essentially what this is. And it's not an identity crisis for the person doing it, it's an identity crisis for the people who come together and find out about it. And they're like, who is this person? Oh my god, they're like 7 different people. Like, I know him has a corporate head over yonder and he's got a yacht. I'm like, I know this person as a teacher, and that... then they'd have to confront them, if they could find them. But then the thing would be is, what would that person's goal be that's trying to convince everyone else that they're something they're not on purpose? Brainstorming is hard. Brainstorming is hard. There we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry, this isn't really my party music, it's my, I don't know what it is music, other than I like the beats. I might go with this one just because I have it the most fleshed out, even though this is pretty self-explanatory for me on all of those. Got about 5 minutes left in this sprint. That's way less bitey now. Might actually be the only alcohol I consume. Maybe. Depends on what I feel like when I stand up. That's the true test, is standing up. And my mic will be on, so you may or may not hear me fall over or trip or slip or something. Probably not. Most likely not. I'm pretty sure I'm okay. I'm not too swimmy yet. What would be the why? There's a couple of different whys that could happen. Could be a social experiment. Experiment. It could be for, I have no idea. Did I pause this? I didn't. There we go. There we go. I would want at least 3 different reasons to choose from, and Salixon, thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Ah, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmo. I'm usually a variety creative streamer, but during the month of November, of which today is the last day, I am a writer. I normally do art 3 days a week of various different kinds, and then I write Thursdays and Fridays on my regular schedules things. I have a lot of alcohol in me right now because I'm partying, because it's the last day of Nano. And for the last day of Nano, I'm brainstorming a brand new short story piece with the theme of identity crisis for an anthology. If you would like to throw out any suggestions at all, please feel free to do so. I won't guarantee that they make it in there, but you will get credit for it. Kino-san, hello. Or San, there you go. Crit Witch, hello. It's not a raid, that's fine. If you didn't hit the raid button and join the raid button, it's not a raid. I can't wink enough. But you know what's really cool is all of your names, as I'm saying them, are these lovely shades of pink, deep pink, magenta, and purple. And it's like an ombre effect. It's nice. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see. The why. 1 is a social experiment. 2, criminal activity. 3, and by criminal activity I mean, identities, there we go, 3. That's out of the blue and kind of crappy, I don't know. Nice, nice victory for Salixin, awesome, you passed the 50k mark, you are a winner. You are a winner, congratulations! That is awesome, make sure you claim your win today, sometime, soon, hopefully, validate your words, and get that good old plaque thingamajig that they have on their website. Is that how you spell it? Polyamory? No. There you go. Too many things. There we go. Got about a minute left in this sprint. You validated it on stream. Awesome. Nice. Okay. So this could be like a... I'm gonna try to flesh all of these out, I suppose. Where else can you kind of get away with being someone you're not? You can't really do that at volunteer places, because they don't pay you anyway, and you're just giving your labor away without, like, tricking anyone. One reason why you would try to pass off for someone that you're not, I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, it is spelled with a U if you're using the British spelling. I see, okay. I tend to throw in U's more often than not. Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Oh god, Pine Lord. Your emotes just kind of, they zipped in there. Oh, this is also my stand-up break. Alright, I'm gonna get up, stretch, all of that good stuff. If you have been watching or writing for a while, I highly encourage you to do the same, and I will meet you guys back here in about 3 minutes. And the mic will stay on. I did not slip. I did not crash. Everything is good. Everything is good. Oh, let's see. Top of the hour, or the start of the next hour. Another sprint. There we go. There we go. It's alright, Ram. It's alright. There you go. Pet the paintfish. Paintfishes, please. Oh, it does have a little thingamajig. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I do like the OUR spelling of most things that can get away with it. Flavor, color, that sort of thing. Yes, pet and feed is a command. There's not much to them, but that is what they do. Okay. Things that you can get away with being. I think I also returned the commands thingies. You know what I mean. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it was way less boozy at the end. I wonder why. Okay, 5 minutes until we're gonna start our next sprint. What are other jobs that you could pretend to be hired for and get away with it for an extended period of time? That does not include volunteer work. So places you can volunteer are like animal shelters, old people places, like retirement homes, anywhere you can be a volunteer at, basically. That doesn't count. Yes, Alexin. For identity crisis is someone finds out that their secretary isn't actually officially the secretary of the company because they've never hired them, but they're working there. And Blaine Arcade, hello, good evening to you. How are you doing? Hope you had a wonderful day. Depends on the era. Oh my god, Pine Lord, you just opened up a can of worms. The era. The era. It could be any era. It could be frickin' ancient Roman, or it could be, you know, 3032. I was gonna be really stupidly boring about this. I was gonna be so boring about this and just be like, it is modern day. Today. Here is the story of this one person who's having an identity crisis, or people who think this one person is 7 different people in modern times. Pine Lord, you just blew my mind, and it could be because I'm a little tipsy, but probably not. I mean, I am not a very imaginative person. I'm a very boring person. My imagination is in a box that doesn't get opened. Mind equals blown. No, you can do it. There you go. There we go. I've got very good suggestions. Thank you guys. Thank you. You are awesome. You are all awesome. Oh my god, Ram! Nice. So close. So close. 3032 sounds like you're just guessing somebody's age, huh? Blaine, don't mind me this evening. I'm a little tipsy. I'm drinking copious amounts of rum because it's the last day of Nano, and I'm celebrating it's the last day of Nano. Oh, do, what now? How now? Yes, woot, celebration. I totally feel like I need to be more exciting than this. Other than just having different music for the stream. Like, a light show and, like, ravey things going on. Techno music. Or dubstep. Instead of 80s rock. Or modern 80s rock. That's one reason why I love this. Some of this music is actually some of the music I am looking to get a license for. Ah, Salixon, you are the first person to actually write out the whole sentence. I've been saying it forever. For years. Or at least a year. Yeah, I've started saying how now a long time ago. No one's ever actually completed the sentence before. So thank you. Pine Lord, that could be the case. I may not want to remember what I'm writing today, although I kind of need to if it's going to be for Erica's anthology. Fun killer. Is this bad of me? A lawyer? Is that how you spell lawyer? Oh, it is. Nice. Okay. Okay.
Let the writing begin.
20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes. Oh, true. True. Very true, Pine Lord. You can go back and rewatch it. Apparently it's derived from archaic literature of William Shakespeare. How now, brown cow is a phrase used in elocution teaching to demonstrate rounded vowel sounds. Each ow sound in the phrase represents an individual diphthong. Although not in use today, the phrase how now is a greeting, short for how say you now, and can be found in archaic literature such as plays of William Shakespeare. Alrighty. There's some words in there, though. Elocution, diphthong, or diph. I have no idea. It's like phthalo blue. Yes. I'm getting sidetracked and very warm. It's very warm in here. It's all that alcohol. Yeah, insert the more you know star here. Yes, I do like learning on the stream. You could be a lawyer or representative, secretary, a professor at a you would have to like really do some sneaky stuff to be a professor at a university. But, okay, no one would actually go be a secretary and work for free. So somehow you would want to get on the payroll. Salixon, I like that music too, yes. If I had it, I would chime it on right now. I'm not a huge fan of my interpretation of this. Oh god. There we go. I was like, musician. Maybe. Safety inspector. Oh god. Oh, you could be any door-to-door, Yeah, yeah. Scammers. Oh, I hate scammers. The taxi driver brings up an interesting point, Alexon, now that there are Uber drivers, but this does not have to be in our modern day era of where there are Uber drivers. Duck face of consternation. I have no idea. This, oh my god, it could almost be a choose your own adventure, or choose your own story. It's not really choose your own adventure, but one of them, I'd probably do. I like the 1920s aesthetics, not necessarily the actual time period. There's only like past, present, and future. Alternate reality, maybe? Okay, so actually, well, no, I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Feudal times. I like feudal times. If I can spell it, 1920s, present day, future, alternate reality. I can spell. Oh dear. Okay. The ultimate be somebody or not job, con man. True. True. I still take this super personally though. Like, not for me personally, but it is an identity crisis for somebody. About 15 minutes left in this sprint. As in, they're struggling with their own identity. And that could still happen with any one of these things. Because in this one, people believe you're something that you don't consider yourself to be because you want them to. You could be like, I'm trying on a whole bunch of different personalities to find out who I am. Or who they want to be. Batman's Gotham is 1940s-esque, yes. With some modern and future tech. There's always, like, steampunk. Basically, you make up your own era. Steampunk was the greatest era that never was. It was literally made up by somebody. Just the whole idea of steampunk, and it's pretty much a whole bunch of gears, goggles, and what are those? Tesla machines, basically. It's not really mental. It is a mental issue, but it's not like you were born with this mental issue. I'm just like, yes, yes. Okay, I see. Steampunk, leather, yes, leather, iron, copper, are the colors and textures, yes, of steampunk. Jesus, Melody, you said leather, and I was like, BDSM? No, I just like, okay. That's fine. It's a good suggestion. Leather. Okay. Got about 12 minutes left in this sprint. Early 19... Ooh, Old West. Alexson, Old West. Okay, okay. Don't judge, Pine Lord. Not that you were. I might take this off the board. Mainly... Oh, that was still what... No, that... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, something a little less serious. That sounds like some Japanese lore-ish thing. I recently found out, actually, in Japanese lore, they used to burn certain possessions after having them for X amount of time, because, like, if there was a 100-year-old umbrella, a spirit would just take over it, because it was so old and it had been left so long in the world. It would just slip right into it. Spoiler alert, that's what Cappy is in Mario Odyssey. Speculation though, it's speculation-wise. That sounds like an adventure longer than 5,000 words. For the 3, 4, 5, and 6 topics, I would have to interview people or talk to people who have experienced these things before. I kind of like this one. Right, Melody? Right? The word limit is probably gonna kill me the most. Maybe. I'm actually very comfortable with like just 5,000 words, as I've been finding out. I went and looked back at a previous project that I'm working on, slurring words incoming, and they're all about 6 pages long, which is all about 5,000 words, and I don't intentionally do that. I don't go, oh, here's page 6, time to end it. Oh, Salixon, yes, this is for an actual thing, and details will be announced on Monday during my stream. Indeed. Indeed. There we go. Any other thingamajigs? There's like Age of Discovery, which I'm not a big fan of. But this, I kind of have something a little bit related to it that I could not peel off, but jump off of that, or at least the inspiration for that. I made a silent comic about a Japanese lady being stolen. It's only 4 pages long, and it's just her walking out into the middle of a snowfield to go sit under a tree to wait for somebody. And she has a little lantern with a light bug in it. So she sits there, reads, the light bug starts going crazy to warn her of danger, and she's like, there's nothing wrong, it's okay. And then she's magically stolen away. We don't get to see who it is. The light bug is all that's remained. And if I continue that story, her partner would have come and found like she had been there, and it would be up to her partner and the light bug to go find her. Silent Willow, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you over here. How's Erica doing? Like, Erica is still streaming, working on her map. Map thingamajig. Oh, Alex, and I do too, but maybe not like on a personal level. I just know of a lot of people. Oh yeah, yes. That's like consent and comfortableness is key. Absolutely, absolutely. And I would probably get, I would at least pick one of these before actually going and finding someone. Okay. Wow. It's a bunch of folk. That would be really cool. Thank you. I might take you up on that offer depending on what I choose or what is chosen. Oh no, no, Pine Lord, it's not that depressing. That's actually one of the non-tragedies that I have stashed away. I got about 5 minutes left in this sprint. Oh, Mike, don't invade my bubble. I love you so much, but don't invade my bubble. Oh, hang on. Okay, all good. All good. There we go. Salixin, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Alright, Ram, enjoy your lurk. We'll be here. Now, okay, you can get away with being someone you're not a little bit easier, I think, in these days, because there's a lot less paperwork to trail you for, like, being hired and getting paid for a job. If that was the thing. And this could be a survivor of anything. Anything negative. I like this one because it's not based in our reality so much. Oh. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Things. Okay. Just a side note. Good. Thank you for the update, Melody, on your hunger status. About 3 minutes left in this sprint. I can combine quite a few different things, like hardcore different things. Never mind the word hardcore. I could actually make this futuristic, like Blade Runner, but still have heavy cultural influences of whatever culture is being chosen, and then use one of these. Alex, and people are calling it food. Yes. Melody should take a snack with you. Take a snack with you for work. Got 2 minutes left. I am out of hot cocoa, so it will be only water from now on. That, like, not having snacks used to be, our biggest frickin' problem. Because it's like, yeah, we're only gonna eat 3 meals a day, and it's like, I'm hungry in between meals, what do I do? There is no such thing as a good snack. But there is. There is. You can either eat raw vegetables, like carrots, you make yourself granola bars, and you can probably make gluten-free granola bars. You can probably make gluten-free fruit breads or muffins that are also still light on the sugar and the fat, that won't kill you if you have them every day. Got about a minute left in this sprint. And by icons, I mean imagery. Here's where things get sticky. I feel weird writing about people that... Oh god, I guess I should just do it. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Riders get a 10-minute break if you still need to be sprinting. Next sprint will start at the half hour. This is like building a freaking character from scratch, which is something I love doing. Let's see. It's Blade Runner-esque future, where melting pot is so deep. No. I don't want to have to do like 50 hours of research to write like 4 hours worth of content. That's the main thing, but it's not gonna end up that way. It's gonna be a lot of research for a little tiny piece of content. If I go this route that I'm thinking. It's not really cyberpunk. It could be cyberpunk, Salixon. I have no idea. Blade Runner-esque. Although Blade Runner, I haven't actually seen the newer ones. I don't know what state I'd want the technology to be in. Like, if you guys have seen the previews for Black Panther and what Wakanda looks like, I kind of want that. But I don't want exactly that for obvious reasons. Guys! Oh, guys. Yes, diplomatic, please. Please and thank you. And remember, anyone in chat or watching, everyone's opinion is their own. You don't have to get offended by what someone says unless you want to be. Yada yada yada, huge lecture. Here we go. Alex, and very nice way to put that. Diplomacy is about respect, and respect is about being blunt and straightforward. Yes. But you can still word things a certain way. That's as far as I can get, because I don't know who the closeted person is going to be. And by closeted, I mean they could be gay, they could be bi, they could be anything. They could be transgender, they could be some sexuality they don't know. That's why they're being possessed. And I would have to choose. Okay, so I've got things. Things are good. We just have to choose on the things. I'm kind of liking this, but it could be not a nice, neat little package. And by that, I mean, like, I'd have to really narrow it down to a singular experience. Like, it's 5,000 words. A 5,000 word story barely lets you introduce a character, shows you who they are, and concludes what they're experiencing at that point in time. You can't really do too much of a life story, plus they're having an experience. Yeah, so this, we'd have to like come in the middle of this. Instead of like starting at the beginning. It would be coming in at the middle. And it could actually be coming towards the end of the story. TazMcCann, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. I like this one the most. I like this one the most because it has a lot of different flavors in it. And by flavors, I mean like visual eye candy for me. Just thinking of all the different kinds of settings and countries and what they would be like 1,000 years from now. Or a few hundred years from now. It doesn't have to be that far into the future. It would almost be like an anime where it's like so far in the future, humanity's kind of destroyed itself a little bit, and because it did, they opened some portals and crap to the spirit world, and like society has, so it's post-apocalyptic. It's not just apocalyptic. It's afterwards when society is like pretty much rebuilding itself pretty decently. But they haven't been too aware that a whole bunch of spirits and other things just kind of leaked into their space. Could be one of those. I am debating on either African or Tibetan as a culture. And Tibetan is not the culture, it's... Oh God. And there are cultures within those two things. So... I guess it is, yeah, it's either Tibet or somewhere in Africa that I would like this to happen. And by Africa, that could mean Egypt. Imagination Studios, hello, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope you had a wonderful time since we last saw you. Indeed, indeed. It has been a while. Okay. Oh yes, Pine Lord, yes. Yes. I do know that. I do know that, sorry. It's like, back in those days, ancient, feudal days, like, soldiers would take young men with them instead of women. Because you're right, women were for procreating, boys are for satiating. Back then. Not now. This is literature. This is fiction. Yeah, there is like a young adult book, The Harsh Cry of the Heron series, where they mention that in passing. Like, the main character is now an older warrior who has a family with kids, and he meets an old friend of his, and like, they used to be lovers. Ooh, 20 minutes on the clock. Go guys, go. I don't think I've ever been sharing the links. That's okay. If you guys are still writing for Nano to get that final push in, you can do it, and here's a sprint to help. You got 20 minutes on the clock. Go. In broad terms, Pine Lord, broad terms. And they didn't, meh. Sensitive subjects are sensitive. And I don't really have the ability to converse about them in a knowledgeable way that probably wouldn't be offensive. So I know someone's gonna be offended, but that's okay. These are just brainstorming ideas for a story, not an actual real life accounting. Even if it was, that would not make a difference. I know, Pine Lord. You're still right, okay. Oh, dense fun killer. Yeah. Does Egypt really, like, what has happened to Egypt lately? Or, like, how has it developed as a country? Because, like, everyone's like, oh, Egypt, pyramids! Like, but is there a city there right now? Like, that's how much I don't know. I'm, like, horrendously uneducated about the world about me today. Except for what's going on in my immediate vicinity. And by immediate vicinity, I mean Twitter. And a handful of people that I follow. I'm not looking for ancient Egypt. I'm looking for modern Egypt. Yes, please. Thank you. Go away. Oh, where's your little... Yes. Okay, so they do. They do. Okay. Egypt is recognized as a cultural trendsetter of the Arabic-speaking world. I am not gonna... NVIDIA, you can go stuff yourself. Contemporary Arabic and Middle Eastern culture is heavily influenced by Egyptian literature, music, film, and television. Okay. Egypt gained a regional leadership role during the 1950s and 60s, giving a further enduring boost to the standing of the Egyptian culture in the Arabic-speaking world. Okay. Egyptian identity evolved in the span of a long period of occupation to accommodate Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, and a new language, Arabic, and its spoken descended Egyptian Arabic, which is also based on many ancient Egyptian words. I'm reading directly from Wikipedia, by the way. So, I should not be surprised that it's like anywhere else. Okay. Okay. I haven't thought about Egypt in God knows how long, so it's literally fog of war. My brain has a fog of war for every occasion. Like, every occasion. Like, it's... That's good. Okay, they're modern, Jesus. Yeah, it's really weird, because there are some people who are kind of like me. They're like, I've lived in my town for, you know, my entire life, never been outside of it. I watch TV, yeah, sure. And then they like, let's go take a vacation to blah, outside of the country. And when you get there, you're like, oh, this is kind of just like home. There's buildings and cars and people and pets, and I thought this was going to be way different. No, no, it's not that different. I guess I should pick a specific point in Africa. Maybe. Yes, other than Egypt. I am completely uneducated. I don't know like where any cities are or anything. Like I said, this might come into like 50 hours of research for a tiny bit of content. Except, no, I would have to. 15 minutes left in this sprint. Fine, Lord, I will go fishing with you. All in. There you go. Hurt. It's like, you could get away writing your 5,000 words without doing an ounce of research. Because, like, this whole thing could just be taking place in the person's mind, and they only give you slight visual clues as to where they are or what the character looks like. You could do it that way. So it's like wrapped in mystery, so the character can be relatable to more than one specific type of person or culture. That is a thing that we can do. Because it could be like, hey, we're headed for World War III, and you've got a demon in your head because you don't know who you are. There's the pressure. You're gonna get kicked right into the military, and you're gonna have to figure out who you are while a demon's going, I'm gonna consume your brain if you don't find an identity. Oh my god. Okay. Can do that, but it would bother me to know and not knowing the canon race and ethnicity of the main character. I I don't need to be that vague. I could include it. Although, like, there are many different shades of skin, you can kind of allude to the ethnicity by a shade of skin. Which would just open the floodgates, especially in the mid dark skin tone. Because that would include many different ethnicities. This different direction would be like a whole book in and of itself. 11 minutes left in this sprint. I already have a personal relationship. See, this also would be a freaking book in and of itself. And this top one is a snippet, and we need a snippet. 5,000 words, we need a snippet. But this would be good, I think. I can already kind of picture it. I can already picture it. Yes. Yeah, it's not they are going into the military, they are in the military. Because it's some future war, it could be a civil war, it could be a past war. I can still play with the era right here. And this special powers while they fight isn't like, I can shoot laser beams out of my eyes. It might be that they're stronger than the average person, or they're more durable than the average person. Just enough to be extraordinary, but not like, I'm a mutant, or I've been possessed by something. I would keep it kind of on the down low. And the only reason I think the person would have any special powers or durability or anything like that is because whatever's inside them, spirit, demon, or other, would want to protect themselves because the person that they're in is their survival. And why wouldn't you protect your survival? So, there's that. Oh, Pine Lord, it is so rigged for us. Because we've got higher chances of winning, that's why. Okay. I have to keep reminding myself that is the whale probably won't come and snag our krill 9 times out of 10. It won't. But that one time, we've seen the whale once. We have seen it once. So, yeah, main character is a closeted person in a country that isn't the USA. Oh god, okay. Okay, we're doing good. I'm doing good for drinking as much alcohol as I have. I think. It could have just been like a shot or two worth, but damn, it felt like a lot more than that. Everything. Put the hands down. There we go. Because you don't know who you are. And this would be direct first person. Okay. This would be first person. First person view. I would love to find someone that's been in this position. And by this position, I mean they grew up just kind of floating through life. They didn't really know who they were. They knew that they kind of liked or had an affinity towards science or art or something. Didn't really have any direction in life or career in mind. And then like the JROTC, which is like the youth military program for high school students, they go into that because they're like, oh yeah, leadership skills, I don't mind being active. And then they end up, that is their career, and they're just like, I don't have any hobbies, I don't really like to do anything. Like, graduated high school, went right into this, I'm like, so I've never really had a relationship with anybody. And it doesn't have to be modern day either. It could be an entirely different story of like before modern society, like a warlord, there you go. A warlord just comes in, decimates your entire village, steals all the kids so he can have future military. Got about 5 minutes left in this sprint, and you just kind of grow up going, no, 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 no. And you never got to have any influences or experiences that would help you figure out who you are. Choices. The choices are endless still. Very endless. Need to choose. Mithro, hello! And thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the tank. Hello again. My name is Jasmo. I am usually a variety creative streamer, but during the month of November, I am a writer specifically for Nano. Except I finished my Nano, and I write on Thursdays and Fridays regardless. So I am brainstorming ideas for a very short 5,000 word piece for an anthology. That is what is happening. Info dump, there you go. Got about 4 minutes left in this sprint. And how are you doing today? I hope you had a wonderful day. I still hope everyone in chat is having a wonderful day, or at least a better day today. I'm gonna go with this idea, except I need this. Jesus, Pine Lord, that's specific. That's crazy. You're crazier than I am on my research. Good God. That's insane. I'm still trying to pronounce your name. Myth of Nazgul? Nizgul? Sounds like Nizgul's kind of a nice mouthfeel. And that's just one of your characters, Pine Lord. Oh my god. Do those all add up to one part? And a wild Dungeon Pug has appeared! Hello, Dungeon Pug! How are you doing? Let me hit my microphone. There we go. There we go. Oh god, choose the era. Spirits have already leaked through and taken over characters' brain as they are in the military. There we go. There we go. Yes, Dungeon Pug, today we are celebrating the last day of November, which is the last day of National Novel Writing Month, so we get a little bit different music. I already had a giant mug of cocoa and rum. Okay, it doesn't look that big. It's huge. And that's probably gonna be all the alcohol I'm gonna consume for today because brainstorming. I'm brainstorming. And I might tuck these away somewhere else. Let's tuck these away somewhere else. Okay, they are tucked. Share tucked away. What is this? Identity? Yes. Okay, we are good. We are good. I think all the notes got transferred over as well. I think. I'll find out. Yes, they did. Okay, they totally did. So if I go back to any of those, I will have the notes. Okay. We have found the thing. We have found the concept. Now we just need to choose a time period and an ethnicity and a region in the world. Guess rum and cocoa, Pine Lord, not rum and coke. Nope. Don't drink soda too often. And you're quite good, Dungeon Pug. That's awesome. Finished another phase in your creature creation. Nice. Taking a break. Breaks are needed. 30 seconds until a break time. And Selixin, welcome back. As I get slightly adjusted. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is one of 3 regions that I'm deciding on. And the era... It literally just past, present, or future.
Time's up.
Alright, time's up, and that is also going to be my stand-up break. I'm going to get up, stretch, all of that good stuff. Make sure I have enough water. If you guys have been watching or writing for a while, I highly encourage you also take a break, and I will meet you back here in about 3 minutes. And I'm leaving my mic on again. I don't want to lose it. There we go. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. There we go. And we're back. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with me through that short break. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Things and such, and things and such. hard lurking today, Melody. That's alright. Time to head home soon. Okay. Head home. Run away. Run. Melody, run. Get out of there. And travel safely, too, on your way out. Make it home nice and safe. Okay. I might have some voting. Might have some voting. Which one? Which one? Which era? If anyone would like to vote on, because I'm totally open. I'm totally open for this past, present, or future, and in any one of these particular places. Even though Egypt is in Africa, I mean, like, on the opposite end of Africa that Egypt is on, which is south. Which is south. Okay. If anybody. I've got one vote, and like, I can leave this up for the entire stream, I think. And I'll just make another one. I'll just make another one. Okay. This other one is for the region's future is winning, yay! With one vote. And that's, you don't have to vote if you don't want to, but if you would like to influence the story in any way, go ahead. Go ahead and vote. And I will stick with it, because I have no other idea. Like, I can't choose. I'm indecisive. Ask Jim. We are both indecisive, but I think I'm more indecisive than he is. Actually, no. It trades. Sometimes I can't decide, and sometimes he can't decide, and one of us will make the major decision. Okay, this should be... yes. And one more link at you if you'd like to join our next word sprint. Go for it. Oh, do I have to actually refresh? I do. Ooh, so I have Tibet Future. Tibet Future, okay. I don't know what more I could do with this other than figure out... oh my god. Other than figure out what type of demon or spirit, because a spirit doesn't have to be malicious. I'm thinking more of the spirit thing, is like, they don't want to take over your body, but they have to. It's either you or them, and the only way they can leave you safely while still surviving is you finding out who you are. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like it. Bumble, yes, this is a brand new outline for a very short 5,000 word anthology piece for Erica. And I have a couple of polls going on to help decide a couple of things, because I can't decide. If you would like to vote on either of those polls, please do so. You get to choose the time and the place, basically. Or it's like the time and the culture, more or less. Past, present, or future, African, Tibetan, or Egyptian. So the spirit, it's gonna be a spirit. and it'll be a spirit based on whatever culture is chosen. And it doesn't... I will do research to find out if there is an actual spirit like the one that I want. If there is, I will base it off it. If there isn't, I'll find the next closest approximation. Or they'll be from a different culture entirely. Because that could happen. In this world, in my world, it can happen. So yeah. Oh no. We're tied. So Tibet is winning, but we're tied between past and future. Alright. The person. I can pretty much outline who the person is other than their ethnicity. It's alright. Oh.
Let the writing begin.
20 minutes, writing is beginning, and Melody, alright, you're running, run away safely. Get home safely. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for hanging out, especially while you're at work. And we will catch you later. So, I kind of need to figure out who this person is so they can figure out who they are. Okay. Let me go find. Oh, hello. You're on the wrong window. Thank you. Are you in here? You are in here. Okay. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Where's the character creation thing? Is it here? It is... Oh, that's the whole comic. That's the whole comic. Okay. All story outlines. I don't know where I put this. Oh, I don't know where I put this. It's not in the outlines and scripts. It's not in the characters? Nope. Okay, I guess. Ugh. Let's see. The basics. Of course, I'll eventually need a name. Okay. We don't really need, like, their height and their weight. If I was gonna include an image in this, I probably would. Like... like their build, basically, of person, their physical build. I can... There we go. There wouldn't be much to their personality, and because I'm weird, hang on. Like, they're all... It's not that there wouldn't be much to their personality, it's like, because they don't know who they are, there's not that much that they, like, they don't perceive that they have that much of a personality. I need a tiebreaker on this. on this particular thingamajig. Well, then there will probably be like what the character is aware of as well. And it'll basically be the same list. And it will look a lot like this. There'll be some unknowns. There will be some unknowns. How big is the word hobbies? Hoobies. Okay. Pine Lord, did you really? Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. That's totally okay. So far we're looking at Tibet as the region. Morbid, that run is treating me just fine. Don't even have a tipsy, I was about to say hangover. I'm not even tipsy anymore, despite what is coming out of my mouth. I'm fine, thank you. I'm totally fine. But I do have some polls that I need help on because I need to choose between these 3 places and these 3 times for this particular story to take place in. I could have sworn I had other things. Hobbies, ethnicity, likes and dislikes. There you go. I was like... If anyone can tell just what my quirk is about this, instead of like likes and putting dislikes right beneath them, I like visual things to be nice and neat and pretty, regardless of if they are related or not. There we go. Tibet in the future. So far it's Tibet in the past. Which is fine. I don't know if you've got... Things. Words. Let me reset my brain. I have to actually sometimes literally reset my brain. I will put both of them in at the same time. There we go, so I don't have to remember which one was the last one that I put in. So here's both of them together. Have fun. Good luck, have fun. Damn those words, yes. Damn those words. Oh god. We're tied up on future and past again. That's okay. That is okay. If I have to, I will tiebreaker it myself. Yes. Oh my lord. That's a very dark question and a very darker way to answer it. Got about 12 minutes left in this sprint. So, that's definitely not the order I'd want to put this list in, but likes, name, gender, dislikes, hobbies, ethnicity, sexuality, personality, physical build. Is there anything else? Family. Family needs to come in here somewhere. Family. There we go. Friends? No friends? Friends. It's like a hair. It's one hair difference. I swear. It's barely a difference. Alright. Draylin also got a run for the night. Alright. Well, thank you for hanging out, especially while you're at work. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will catch you later. Oh. Okay. Dang, everyone wants Tibet. Alright. Alright. I like the way you think. I really do. Still need an era though, because it's a tie between past and future. I have 10 minutes left in this sprint. Again, I will tiebreaker it if I need to, which is totally fine. Ethnicity is already just it's this. So that's good. I guess. Yes, yeah. And that's okay. So what we know is going to be more than what the character knows, because the character doesn't really know themselves that much. Like, they were a floater. Nothing really influenced or helped define them to themselves. So like, they may have no family, and they may have no friends. They may have grown up in a monastery, past or future, that got raided, and they could have been stolen when they were a kid and forced into a different military kind of thingamajig, and things. It doesn't even have to go that way. My question is, what makes you not know who you are? What are the things? And there are going to be experiences. There are going to be experiences that help define you. Like, you will have a core that you know about yourself, right? You know, you maybe, because some people don't even, well, I have no idea. That's really confusing. I think I would actually have to talk to a few people on that. Is like, did you always know this? Or did you always know that? And I'd have to get a consensus. About 8 minutes left in this sprint. Consensus of some kind. Morbid. Not being able to define yourself by someone else's rules. Which made me think of, you were brought up with such strict rules, you weren't able to really help explore yourself and find out who you were within the rules that were forced on you. And there's a couple of movies like Soldier. That's all that needs to be said. Soldier. Wow. Except except in that instance, it's a little different. It's a little different. I would like him to, not him, the person. I don't know what gender they're going to be. To have things. Just have things. Morbid, same. Very much the same. It took until, 30. It took it until about 30 to finally, like, this is me. To myself. This is me to myself. Some people it doesn't take until 30. Some people it takes until they're 50 or 60. Some, like, they already know. This person doesn't, obviously. They don't. They don't know. And yeah, I have to figure out how to concisely put that. The thing is the story is going to start like smack dab in the middle of whatever kind of fight there is, depending on if it's past or future. It's going to be a war of some kind. So that means I have to do a little bit of research to see if Tibet has been in wars, which I'm pretty sure they have. Almost everybody has. Damn. I'm a sleepy drunk. No. Okay, this is the poll that needs a little help. That's the trailer. I want to keep the trailer. Pine Lord, that, it probably varies person to person. But in the broadest sense, it means you could be attracted to anyone, no matter what. Wordwin, you intrigue me. You intrigue me. Yes. Wordwin, you have put it best. Attracted to individuals rather than genders. Yes. That's probably the best way to describe being pansexual. Yes. Got about 4 minutes left in this sprint. They do. Okay. Names, language, history, early history, Tibetan Empire, Yuan Dynasty, Rise of Gandhi. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's plenty of it. There's plenty of it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. This might be a cliche orphan scenario. And not all of these details are going to make it in the story. Probably not. Absolutely, probably not. I kind of have to fully flesh out a person to better do the circumstances that they're in. I just got it. Dungeon Pug, I just got your comment. Oh god. That's my usual density kicking in. Yes. Got about 2 minutes left in this sprint. Gonna have to actually research how Tibet or regions of Tibet handle orphans in, well, like how they did in the past and how they do now. Good god. Because like when I imagine an orphanage, it's basically like a college dorm room. And that's it. They might get some schooling, but they don't really get an encouragement of their curiosity or to like go and explore and all of this other stuff. It's really like bare minimum. They get bare minimum attention from, like, this is my own view. This probably is not true. This is probably not true. So this is just my stereotypical view of what an orphanage is like. It's just like bare minimum everything. They get a bed to sleep in, some clothes, some food, the most basic generic education, and only the kids who like have the drive within themselves to be something more instead of just accepting their lot in life and kind of just going along the blah train. I lost my train of thought because there's 30 seconds or so left in this sprint. Yeah. That's just me. Okay, I won't Google that then. But in like Tibet, like I have a stereotypical view of Tibet too. It's like it's all monasteries and mountains with villages, and it could still be like that with modern cities. But like all your orphanages are the temples. People ship the orphans off to temples to grow up and be monks because no one wants to deal with that. No one wants to pay for that. Let's see. But that's probably not true. That is probably absolutely not true. And if it is, okay. At least they get shipped off to a monastery because monasteries aren't that bad. You still live a very simple life, but it's not like you're surrounded by like normal everyday city folk and leading like a way more simple life, comparing things and experiences. I don't know how to word about these types of things. I really don't. Okay, I am still taking votes for the time in which this takes place. Past, present, or future. Past and future are tied. Home Pine Lord, probably not. True Wordwin, orphanages vary wildly depending on funding and who runs them. So there probably are some orphanages like I described, and then there's probably some really awesome orphanages that are way better. way better. I just not know. I've not done any research on them. Few, probably. Now, a hobby could be any little thing. And some people don't even realize they have a hobby. This is just a thing that they do. Like people who whittle, or people who crochet, or, and I don't mean like right now, it's like, it's just something to take your mind off of what's going on around you. And you don't really consider it a hobby because it just takes your mind off of what's going on around you. That sounds really bad. That sounds really bad. Oh, I guess I can now. I think my list is complete enough. I can pop it over here. Okay. Because they'll know, the character is aware that they are an orphan and they only had a few friends and they are Tibetan. They will definitely know that. Okay. Ran back from lurking and you feel amazing? That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Glad you feel amazing. And I'm like, vote on my straw poll, please. I'll spam that in chat, please. You don't have to. Okay, if they're in the middle of a battle, their physical build is not fluffy. I do know that. Or no, it could be fluffy, depending. They still could be fluffy. The struggles of 3D art. Indeed, Dungeon Pug, indeed. definitely, yeah, definitely closing the region. I just need the time period. And if anyone wants to throw out, like, okay, so, that really kind of depends on the time period. It's like what materials are around and available to you. At any one point, garbage is definitely going to be available to you, but what kind of garbage? Can you make that garbage into something else? As a hobby, as a distraction, really. And a name. I will need a name, too. Oh god. I forgot which unknowns to put in here. Okay. I thought there was one more. Is it this one? They don't really know what type of person they are themselves. They did reboot MacGyver. And I'm like, I don't want to see it because the originals were something. They were something. The past is winning. Oh, Morbid, you're hyped. Hyped for what? I don't have a hype thing. Because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get Paintfish to do the whale. Basically. Yeah, I don't know how to get Paintfish to do the whale. Otherwise I would. Looking like the past. Oh, thank you, Morbid, thank you. Oh, from MacGyver? Alright. Paintfish has to have a subscription arc. Really? 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 Oh, I guess I'm the only- okay, yeah, you're right. I'm the only one that- that sucks. You have to sub to yourself. Oh, God. But I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Yeah, I'm like, how do other people do it? Do they literally go over to their bots and subscribe to their channel? Or is there some setting that you can do? Because if there's a setting you can do, I'm gonna change the music on this one. This one's a little heavy-handed. There. Okay, it looks like the past has won out. 4-3. And that's with me voting. Okay. Alright, Morbid. Lurk mode activated. Enjoy your lurk. We've got a word sprint that's going to start in about 1:30. In anyone who may or may not be wondering, if you made it this far into the YouTube video or on Twitch chat, this image over here in the corner of the sun and the foggy ocean is just a placeholder. No real meaning, other than it's ambiguous and we don't know what's behind the fog, because we don't know. This is an identity crisis. We don't know. So it's kind of related, mostly not. Time Lord, no. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. Alright, I'm gonna close that down. I'm pretty sure you can still vote if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna see it, so it is the past. It is the past. Okay. Affiliates don't get free subs for their bots. Okay, but partners do? If partners do, that's still pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Let the writing begin.
20 minutes, guys, on the clock. Here we go. The only problem is growing your channel to get partnered. Because there are so many creative people out here in Twitch land that are, like, having the same problem. Because they did get affiliated, but getting partnered is nigh impossible. Yeah. There's so many. And that's one thing. There are so many. But that means there's that much more flavor for that many more people to find. Because I know I am not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. Not everyone can afford to subscribe to, like, their 10 favorite Twitch people, and that's okay. Ah, Maeve, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope you've had a wonderful day today, or that you're having a wonderful day today. I guess the rest is up to me now. Oh noes. Oh noes. Here we go. We're in the past. Really emphasize that. So it's not a Blade Runner-esque future. Okay, that was the general gist of this. Okay. Oh, okay. So this can all go away. Bye! And this is literally the setting. That can go away. So this is just straight up going to be a war. I don't think it's going to be civil war, because they can be invaded. Leaked through. We may not even get to know that particular part, and that's okay. Indeed, Maeve, some people drink coffee. I'm doing pretty good? That's good. Yeah. Gifting subs, I think, has been good? I can't really tell. Oh, Dungeon Pocket. Okay. Gonna pass out somewhere. Alright. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us today. I do really appreciate it. Good luck on your 3D goblin. Have a good night's sleep or good day's sleep, depending. And we will catch you next time. Got about 16 minutes left in this sprint, and I'm getting stuffy. I am getting stuffy. There we go. Okay. I like your idea, Pine Lord. I like your idea. Some of it. Some of it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, if I need to keep working on this because I will lose some inspiration and momentum. That's kind of the gist. That's a good gist. I like that gist. This is poor outlining, but things. I don't care. At this moment, I don't really care if it's poor outlining or not. There we go. Much better. I guess I'm gonna make it look pretty. It's already ongoing. I'm just gonna say actions because it could be not negative actions. I'd have to look. History. Oh god. Research. Oh god. I'm happy. This is due in March, by the way. This 5,000 word story is due in March, so I'm getting a very, very large head start because I do have a couple of other projects that are going to be coming up, and wow, my bot just kind of blanked out on me for a second there. That was scary. Oh, that was scary. Just a little bit. Okay. War is ongoing in the past. Well, it doesn't even have to be Tibet. No, it is, because we chose Tibet. Well, his ethnicity really is Tibetan, but they could, yeah, yes, we're sticking with it. I like that. Brain. Let's be a little bit more gentle. Just a little bit. Character's mind, as they are in the military. Military, and by military I mean not official modern day military. This is gonna be in the past. When there were spirits, when there are spirits in the past. A militia? Militia? Maybe, perhaps? Okay. Okay. That's a question. Oop. Yeah, I don't think I can do 5,000 words of a person sitting in the middle of a battlefield. I seriously am thinking of making this part of an ongoing series, and it's a series of individual stories, and it's basically the ending of the story, or stories. That's what that stolen one was about. It's like that was the end of the story. And I did another one with some vampire chicks in a nightclub, and that was the end of the story. It could continue. It really could, but it's almost like it's the end of the first story, and it could continue in a second and or more, if it wanted to. Start in the middle of the battle. Here's the end of the story. How much time? This will probably be a one-off. Just a isolated one-off story. I am not attached to it enough to make it into a huge thing. Or a full-blown story. Probably not. It's just gonna be this one-off little 5,000 thing. Which is fine. It's good practice. I do like it though, unlike my nano piece. Oh. Let's see. Okay. So this is like the core of the story, right there. Right there. That is the core. Oh, son of a... Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. I need to define what the spirit does just a little bit more. It's not malicious. The overall gist of the spirit, it's not malicious. In order for it to leave the character safely, they must find out who they are. I haven't chosen gender or anything yet. The spirit will even search for another soul to inhabit who doesn't know who they are. Yes. True. This could be a whole... It could be a very large series, Pine Lord, of the exact same thing. Following this singular spirit who finds people who don't know who they are yet and hops in their bodies in hopes that they'll get their own body. But they have to explain why they're in that person's body, so the people are like, oh shit, I really need to find out who I am. And they do. It's almost like a quantum leap thing. It could be. It would be very formulaic, but it would also give you so many options. It would give you so many options. And now I'm excited. Now I'm excited. I'm very excited. Because you could do Quantum Leap thing over centuries. Because a spirit will never die, so even if they do find a person who never figures out who they are and the spirit takes over for them, that body will eventually die and the spirit will go, well, crap, I need to go find another one. Copyright. Yes, Ziggy, yes. It's not going to be an inner demon. It's not an inner demon. It's just people who don't know who they are. They don't know what they want in life. They don't know what... Yeah. They just don't know. They don't know themselves. Or they think they are unaware that they do know themselves. I knew a person who was exactly like that. They basically had a midlife crisis when they were 17 or 18. Got about 5 minutes left in this sprint. They're like, I don't really like anything. I don't really dislike anything. My grades are average, like, in every single subject in school. Like, I'm okay at wrestling, but I don't, I don't really like it. I don't really dislike it. And he was just like, he's like, I'm funny, and that's it. I have a sense of humor, and that's it. And he's like, I'm a shell of a person. He's seriously, like, was crumbling at the time. He eventually figured himself out, though. But it was rough. It was rough to hear someone go through that. Alright, morbid. Officially burnt out, compiling and backing it up, not looking at it until the day after Christmas. That's good. Break time. Yes, Pine Lord, I did say that. I did say that. But, like, demons are malicious. Yes? Yep. I don't know, they're an entity. And whatever name is given to them is given to them by the person who has them in them. So someone is gonna freak out, they'll be like, I'm gonna die, and they're gonna be like, not really. Your consciousness will, but I'll still be here in your body and live your life. You won't really die. It's like that sort of thing. So kind of this could be an ongoing, not really shadow series, but like in the background. Every once in a while when I get a wild hair, or when I want to tell a story about just a singular character. Oh my god. The possibilities are endless. Oh, the possibilities are endless. There we go. Quantum, not Quantam. And Lieutenant Colonel O'Neill, hello! How are you doing? Hope you had a good day today, and Melody, welcome back. If I wanted to continue it as a series, and it could be just a short story series, that is what would happen. Totally. Heat wave's broken, hopefully. It's been cold. It's just been cold here. It's a little too bright. Okay. I can almost open my window. It's almost 4 o'clock. Ooh, it's almost 4 o'clock. Okay. 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 I need to find out how the spirit takes over though. Like, how much time does a person have to figure themselves out? This feels very anime-ish. This feels very much like an anime. I think that's what I was gonna do. Yes, is figure out like how long do people have to figure themselves out? Using spirit to protect the body shortens that time. I do want that. I want, like, anytime the spirit has to actually, like, defend the body of the person from dying, basically, that shortens the amount of time the person has to figure out who they are. 6 moons, weeks, 6 months, I don't know. It could be different for everybody. Some people may be like an absolute blank slate and it would take them years to figure out who they were. And those would be the people that got consumed, I suppose. Because I don't want it to be... It's gotta be long enough, but not too long.
Time's up.
Time's up. Alright, that is also going to be my stand-up break. I'm going to get up, stretch, all of that good stuff. If you have been writing or watching for a while, I highly encourage you also take a break, and I will meet you guys back here in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes! Hurt. yes. Okay, Jesus, my mic died while I was away. Anyways, hello, welcome back. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that short break. I do appreciate your patience. You're awesome. You are all very, very awesome. I forgot that I had some margarita mix in the fridge. Oh. Oh, sour. Sour, sour. Okay, anyways. Let's do another word sprint at the next hour. 20 minutes. It's tiny, but if you need the push on your nano story, here you go. Absolutely. Now, here's the other thing. For the spirit, since the person didn't, like, how did this entity come about in the first place? How did it come about in the first place? And I'm gonna call it an entity instead of a spirit. Only 2 more sprints, at least for me, for Nano. This isn't for, the thing that I'm writing isn't for Nano, but I do want to be encouraging, supportive, inspirational, if I can, help anyone along the way to reaching their Nano goal, whatever that may be. Remember, even if you don't finish your 50,000 words, that's okay. You still typed, you still wrote, you still tried. And that's amazing. This would be a great time to take some screenshots. Oh, after I drink that. Oh, I have nothing to mix it with. So I think it's not straight up tequila. It's straight up the lime juice and tequila combination that you usually pour over ice or rocks. I just put mine in a mug. No ice, no nothing. Because it's a celebration of Nano, the ending of Nano. I am a person that does imbibe spirits, so there you go. I am 31, so I think that's okay. Oh, Pine Lord, bad manner pun. It's funny, bad manner pun. An entity. There you go. What created an entity? Entity. This thing. What created this thing? Created. Usually, okay, in other cultures that do this, as far as I know, and this is going to be the bastardized version, I do apologize, because I'm not doing the research off the right now. This is just off the top of my head, what I remember from anime, basically. Spirits are usually created by, like, tragedies, or, like, the objects being left alone for, like, 100 years and they get possessed. So what would create an entity that needed to search out people who didn't know who they were so that entity could be them? But then how would they live their life as that person? Just would they live the blah life of not ever knowing who they were and then just hop to another one? I don't know. Yes. Yes, Fortune, you may. What is? What should Word do for December's big project? Ooh, Inspector Percival. Alright, I'm liking the music. Hawaiian Nights. Oh, okay. Didn't we already vote on this? I thought I really liked Shatterstone. Or, oh no, what was it? Some of these are new. Word. A mirror to reflect their true self. A mask to hide their true self. How's Alice, sir? Yeah, I am alive. I'm alive. I'm intoxicated, but I'm alive. Not really. This doesn't do much at all. And believe it or not, I have a fast metabolism, as fluffy as I am. I have a fast metabolism for pain meds and other inhibiting things. They do not last. Zalisar also closing in on intoxicated as well. Awesome. Cheers. Cheers. Like, there is usually some sort of circumstance that creates a spirit, and it could be like a singular individual spirit. It doesn't have to be. There are thousands of others of these things here, and by spirits I mean entities of some kind. The only thing I can think of is a tragedy. Is someone died and they didn't know who they were, like, their entire life. And it could be like they lived a very long life and they never figured out who they were. And thus their spirit was doomed to roam, never knowing who they were, taking over the bodies of other people that didn't know who they were. And Wordwin, thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Oh, Jesus.
Let the writing begin.
So it's a lot of people. Hello and welcome. More concepts than titles. Okay. Okay, how's Elzer? Twitch is weird. Twitch is weird, that's all I can say. Weird and unreliable. Like, that is what Twitch is pretty much is. Like, alerting people when people are live, the follower page, the little panels below your stream where you put all of your information. I could not edit mine yesterday. Like, I'd click in there and it would only let me edit the very beginning or the very end. I could not, with my directional keys, move within the words. I could not do this at all. And I was like, I guess I'm not changing that thing then. All right. All right, Wordman, enjoy your cooking. Stay safe. I will be here for another hour or so. Let's see. Let's see. What else? What else? Okay, so Entity was created by a person who lived a long life never finding out who they were. Their essence left, doomed to wander and possess others who don't know who they are. And in being a spirit, they don't know their own rules. So that's why I put it at the bottom. The only way for this entity to, like, move on is to figure out who they were in life. That's why I put it down there, is because in here, we will not figure that out. If I ever continue this series, Quantum Leap style, it will eventually someone smart enough will be like, you're just gonna go body hop to another person if I find out who I am? Like, yeah, it's like, what will bring you peace and keep you from doing that? It's like, I don't know. It'll be like, should we find out? Yes! 17 minutes left in this sprint. And it's not a poor soul, it's a person. And this could have, super long ago. The only question is, if I make this the thing, if I make this the solution for the entity, if it was to become a series, if I make that the solution for them, How the hell are they gonna find out who they were? That's a very good question. Childfather releases the dogs! Oh no, everybody hide. Climb a tree. Or pet them. I don't know. I don't know what kind of dogs those are. Oh, sour. So sour. Margarita mix is sour. Lime. Ooh. Okay. I have more information on the entity than I do our main character. Exactly. Nice. Nice, guys, nice. They are in the militia. I do want them in the militia, not by choice. Okay, 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 alright. Things that we know about this character. An old Tibetan name. Culture is patrilineal, and therefore claim descent from 4 ancient clans that originally were said to have inhabited the ancient Tibet, say something areas. Wow. Okay. That's actually great. That's actually great. Yes. Okay. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. Tibetan names typically consist of 2 juxtaposed elements. Family names are rare, except among those of aristocratic ancestry, and then come before the personal name. For example, things I cannot pronounce. Tibetan nomads also use clan names. In farming communities, they are now rare and may be replaced by household name. Tibetan culture is this. Yes, 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 yes. Oh god, I'm like, morbid, yes, there are llamas in Tibet, but not the kind that you think. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so, traditionally, personal names are bestowed upon a child by lamas, people who often incorporate an element of their own name. In the Tibetan diaspora, Tibetans often apply to the Dalai Lama for names for their children. As a result, the exile community has an overwhelming population of boys and girls whose first name is Tenzin, the personal first name of the 14th Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama. There you go. Personal names are, in most cases, composed of readily understood Tibetan words. Most personal names may be given to either males or females. Only a few are specifically male or female. So, super gender neutral. So what story did we decide on? Melody, we decided on being taken over by an entity thing because you don't know who you are. You have to find out who you are or be consumed by the entity. That is the gist of this specific story. It's, yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's basically this. I'm taking it in a non-serious, modern day type of thing. True Pine Lord, those are great questions. Great questions. they may not know the answer. The entity probably doesn't know the answer. I love it when that foobars. Okay, so questions. How long do people have to figure themselves out? That's basically gonna be there, but here... no, the reason why the entity is attached to our world still is because they never figured out who they were. But it's not truly apparent to them. Yeah, okay, okay. They can't, like, I'm gonna pull the amnesia thing. They can't remember. They have to figure it out on their own. As do most people need to figure out who they are on their own. I have to keep in mind the 5,000 word limit. There's only so much information I can put in here and have a nice slice of a story. I'm happy Erica set a 5,000 word limit, but I'm also like, give me some wiggle room. Oh. Got about 9 minutes left in this sprint, and if anyone is wondering what I'm drinking, it is margarita mix. The kind you buy in the store where it's the lime juice and the tequila already mixed together. And I don't have anything else to put with it, not even ice. So it's straight from the cup, and it's to celebrate the end of Nano. Yay! Yay, it's the last day of Nano. And I'm celebrating by moving on to a new project. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, I like the music. Anyways. Okay. Good. How long do these people have to figure themselves out? You would have to, yes, letting loose just a little bit, getting that stick out of here. It can take people decades to figure out who they are and finally be comfortable and settled in and all of that other stuff that they need. So, but, oh god, I kind of want to say they have months. It can't be as quick as weeks. Like, they have months, but the time will vary because if the entity, because the entity is going to be able to do some things, minor things. The more that the entity needs to use its own stuff, the faster they will consume the person, and it's literally a ticking time bomb. It's still too light. Ticking time bomb. We got about 7 minutes left in this sprint. My excuse for the entity not knowing what it needs to do to, like, move on It's like when something traumatic happens to you, you're confused. You're not confused. You're kind of in shock. You're literally in shock. So if you just keeled over at the end of your long life of not knowing who you were, and found yourself stuck in the living world still, you'd be pretty in shock. And the only thing you would be capable of doing is what your instincts told you to do, and I'm going to assume this entity is still going to have some instincts left, and what the instincts would tell the entity at that point is you need to find some place to be. There's got to be consequences for the entity too. They can't just be forever floating out in the world. They probably have a timeline to find somebody, otherwise they're gonna perish. And they don't want to perish. That's like the one thing they know, is they don't want to perish. No matter what. Preservation is key. There you go. And Pine Lord wants to go fishing. Alright. Nope. There we go. There we go.
Strike.
Yeah, that's pretty sour. I'm not a fan of sour. I am a tart, so I guess that's more tart than sour, otherwise I wouldn't be drinking it. My brain... I'm like, my brain is on fire with ideas. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, the entity, using the entity to protect the body it inhabits, excuse me, inhabits, oh my, things, oh my god, shortens the time. Okay, using the entity to protect the body it inhabits shortens the time for the host to figure themselves out. Okay, I would like not shorthand. How long do people have to figure themselves out? My guess is 3 months? 90 days? I don't want it to be like exactly this, because that would be weird. That's the one thing I don't like about anime, is when they state all the things. Got about 3 minutes left in this sprint, and they state all the things. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is playing right now on Twitch, and it's just, there's so much jargon and crap in their exposition that you don't need it. You don't need it. And anime likes to do that a lot. It kind of ruins the things, and doesn't leave much for you to figure out or speculate on your own, which is one of my favorite things to do, is like to speculate, and try to predict things that are gonna happen in the story. I really do like doing that. So I don't want it to be a solid, yeah, 90, you got 90 days. You have 90 turns of the earth. No, it's just like, got about 2 minutes left in this sprint. There might actually be rules though. And okay, there doesn't have to be rules. It could be like the first time the entity found somebody, they just consumed them immediately. They were, it's almost like a starving animal and a pile of food right in front of it, and it just eats itself to death. That could have been the first case of the entity where they could not hold themselves back to the point. Or can they? There's a whole new rule set coming in. Zaliser, what are you doing? Thank you, Zaliser, for the bits. Cheers to you. Some margarita mix. Oh, such generosity, much gratitude. Thank you. Oh, thank you. True, Maeve. Too true. Too true. Give the character an external deadline. Maybe they're on an adventure, and if they don't figure it out by the end, they die. Well, here's the thing. It can be entirely organic because this is 5,000 words. If I was to continue the story, that information would actually matter. It would actually matter. For this particular story, it doesn't actually matter. Alright, 10 minute break for you writers, and I've got one more sprint. On the half hour, it's gonna start on the half hour, it's gonna be another 20 minutes. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, RimWorld. Yes, I've been watching Ko play RimWorld. I want to play RimWorld because it's like, I played Banished, and that was like a great introduction to something like RimWorld. I super would love to play RimWorld. I don't stream games on Twitch, mainly because there are way too many assholes out there looking through games rather than creative. I mean people in chat. There are trolls abound in the gaming sections of Twitch, but not really so much in creative. And that's why I dropped gaming for the most part. Plus, it's awful. But I have been thinking of doing a special game time on Twitch, and I don't know exactly how I would want to handle that, if at all. I mean, I do have time to play games outside of streaming, but I usually don't like to, unless it's Skyrim, and I haven't touched Skyrim for a long time. But I'm currently playing The Witcher 2 still, that I haven't touched for months again, because I got stuck, because The Witcher 2 has atrocious handling. Absolutely. Let's pile this down here. We got about 8 minutes left until we start our final sprint for the evening. But I have been thinking about it, and I was thinking, yeah, my birthday, but I'm like, no. And one reason why I would want to stream gaming is because of games like RimWorld, where you can kind of incorporate your chat people into it as well. Because you can name characters after your chat people. And some games have chat integration, which is great. It's amazing. It's awesome. I want to license this so bad. They have not gotten back to me. There's a band, or at least a group of people, Dance with the Dead. Amazing. Amazing music. Absolutely adore it. And Daniel Deluxe, too. We're listening to Arrow by Daniel Deluxe on the Corruptor CD soundtrack thingamajig? Yes. Anyways. Okay. 3 months. 3 months. I think around 3 months. I only have 2 mods, Pine Lord, and they're both here. I'm gonna say around 3 months because there's also this. It's kind of like if you've ever seen Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls. It's a PlayStation game that has a wonderful concept, an absolutely wonderful concept, and I will spoil the hell out of it, so if you don't want to know anything about Beyond Two Souls, because this is spoilery, mute or turn away, like plug your ears, do anything right now. Because in Beyond Two Souls, it turns out the main character, who has this weird spirit entity attached to her, is her dead twin. And her dead twin can do many things. They can move things, shake things, they can create sort of a force field type thing, as well as fight the spirits that invade their world. So I'm kind of, for this entity, it's not going to be the same. The most that they'll be able to do is protect the person that they're in. They won't be able to jiggle things or move things telekinetically. They will only be able to protect. What's going on? Oh, it's like limeade. This sour, not sour, it's still tart. Oh, it's the tequila. Oh. You might have cast too late, Alistair. You shouldn't have, because it hasn't gone off yet. It takes about 2 minutes. There's a 2-minute window where you can cast for the game. How do I have that many peeps in here? Oh my god, that's amazing. Jesus. Have I seen all of you before? I have! Wow! That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Everyone in chat, lurking or not, you are amazing and wonderful. Absolutely. There we go. No, I said all of my mods are here. I said all of my mods are here. Because there's only 2 of them. Wordwin getting all the krill. Giant squid. Rank. Damn. Damn. The highest rank you can have in chat is World Eater, by the way, and I think that comes around at like the 500-hour mark. Oh, and Wordwin, you've got lamb burgers. Delicious. Oh my god, so good. So good. I may be drinking alcohol, but I'm surprisingly sharp when I am. Not really. No, don't believe it. Oh, what else? Okay, so for the actual character, I think I have all the details I need for the entity as is for this story. I need the character. Some likes, some dislikes, the name. I do know I want it to be not cis. Hobbies, sexuality, personality, physical build. Will of D, hello, welcome back, good to see you. Seriously? Okay, I'm like, nothing got auto-modded as far as I know. As far as I know, it didn't. So if you guys would like to help build this character, you can. I was looking up Tibetan names. How did I come off of that? Okay, so Tibetan names include Tenzin, Tashi, Dolma, Haseng, Pama, Matak, Dundup, Lamo. I cannot pronounce any of these, so I'm gonna do something which I may regret. We'll find out. I'm gonna pause the music really quick.
Tenzin, Tashi, Dolma, Passing, Pema, Medic, Dunda, Lamo, Sengyo, Yankee, Somamo, Rabtin, Funsock, Rabgil, Rixin, Yongchup, Sundu, Namgil Wangchik, Kondo, Rangdal, Naima, Pemba, Dawa. Saring, Buti, Kunchik, Gyatso, Kelsang, Karma, Girmi, Rinchin, Namdal, Jodan, Joki, Rigsang, Sanam, Pema, Paljor, Namdak, Kunga, Norbu, Jokful, Dorji, Jungni, Dima, Damcho, Diki, Dolkar, Lawe, Leshi, Lakpa, Samten, Queen Yi, Samdup,
Let the
Nagonga,
writing
Jampa,
begin.
Wozer, Woden, Wing Yag, Lob Sang and Wingmo.
Those are all the names. Those are all the names. Alright, is it possible to reach 50k within 9 hours and you're about 29, or you have 21,000 words left? If you type incredibly fast. Or will reset your goal. And take what you have and reset your goal. So instead of a 50,000 word story, it might be a 30,000 word story. Or, you know, a 35,000 word story. It's like, find a way to finish whatever that means to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was quiet because the thing was talking. Okay. Need to pick a name. I don't know if I specifically want one of those. Maybe. If anyone caught it, there was a name in there twice. Same name twice. I kind of like this one. It would be nice if I highlighted all of it.
Paljor. Paljor.
Okay. Oh, what was the result from the casting? Oh, there it is. I got some, Maeve got some, Zealoser got some. Alright, nice. We won. We won, guys, we won. Okay. And Maeve dinner time? Alrighty. I'm gonna hang out here. No, thank you, Maeve, for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Go enjoy your dinner. Have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you later. Let's see. Things. I need things. This is like the hardest part. If I don't already have a person in mind, like a fictional person in mind, of like what kind of person I want them to be, it's very difficult to build them. Now, this person doesn't actually know who they are, so that makes it all the more difficult. Because you still have a personality even if you don't know who you are 100%. Like, you have your own moral and ethical codes built up over time. You may not have them like, this is my moral code 1, moral code 2. They're just things that you will and won't do in certain situations. Or things that you think are right or wrong in certain situations. You have that baseline as a person already. You may not totally recognize it or have a very strong opinion about it. This is the hard part, is like, is this. It is this. Yes, my pleasure. I'm on for about 20-ish more minutes. Well, like, as long as this time clock is going down. Less than 16 minutes. I know that seems weird. They like the outdoors. That might be a thing. Hobbies. Finals are in a week and a half. Oh no. Will of Deep, don't worry. Don't stress too hard about it. Because the harder you stress about it and the more you cram, the more you will forget. Like, there's a fine line. There is a fine line. If you need to, Will of D, we can do a study group. Honestly, like, this is just me, but it helped a whole bunch. Is first year of college, pretty much all the freshman people were in biology, the same biology class. And so in order to study for that biology class, we all got together in the big common area and we just discussed what we were learning. And we like reminded people about things and vocabulary, and we did it in a very casual, like a discussion-oriented manner, and that helped me remember stuff so much better because I had other people reinforcing what the teacher gave us already. So if you need reinforcement like that, you can come talk about the things that you're studying, lay some facts on us, and we'll talk about them if you like. It's like, studying tests, they're scary. They're terrifying, especially on the college level. Because there's a lot more at stake on the college level. Like, all of the money you dumped into it or borrowed. It's rigged. Paintfish, you're rigged. Kind of. There you go. That's not 2 words, is it? I suppose it is. Okay. Yeah, it would be. Okay. No, this goes there. That goes there. And the list that I have here is not everyone's core defining things that let you know who you are. It's like, you may not even need to know this to know who you are. Like, it is a piece of you that would probably be nice to finish the puzzle that is you, but it's not necessary. Not 100% necessary. Also, I don't know. Because we'll never really get to that part. We will never get to that part, or this part, I don't think. Maybe you will. There could be a hint of it. Like, someone catches Paljor's eyes, be like, hey, you're cute. I just need to figure out who that would be, or who someone's that would be, because it could be more than one. Actually, come here. Damn it, again. Come here, you. There's polyamory and then polyamorous. There you go. Since we mentioned it earlier today, why not? Why not? We're building a person. Flat. Personality is a touch flat. Because they don't really know who they are. Like, they're not jovial, make a ton of jokes. They're very just blank slated flat. That could be just like the defining personality trait, but there needs to be other little nuances in there that they need to discover, and come to those realizations on their own. I have no idea how big of a part this entity is going to play. I don't know if they're going to be talking to each other, or if the entity just is like, hey, you need to find out who you are, otherwise I'm going to eat your brain. And then never says another word again, or like, do they kind of shack up together in the brain of the person that he's in? They're in, because I don't know who the entity is. And we won't find out in this particular story. So I need many nuances, which is kind of redundant, but I need nuances to a personality. By the time we find them, they may have a flat personality. Practical? There you go. Oh! Hang on. Will. Will. I'm a tiny bit of an artist. Guess what I can draw? Muscles. Vocabulary and math is easier. It is. It's formulaic, right? Muscles are not formulaic. But I do. I have a muscle chart somewhere over in my biology section of my library. But that doesn't mean there aren't online courses, like, not courses, resources. There's many online resources. Especially about musculature for artists. And I actually have Anatomy for the Artist book that might actually lay out all of the muscles and call them what they are. I will have to take a look at that. So, muscles are fun to draw. I would not mind having a studies session on my streams, because I love learning. I love helping other people learn. Lieutenant Colonel O'Neill, I will go fishing with you. There you go. All the R's. Reliable, responsible, respectful. There's gotta be more than that. Got about 8 minutes left in this sprint. It's still a little on the bright side. Yeah. These are things that will be gained while the entity is in the person. Okay. Yeah, sure will. Totally. Like, back muscles and leg muscles, for me, there's so many. Do you need to, like, recognize where they're attached to things? Like where the tendons are and all that good stuff? Or just the muscle names? If it's just the muscle names, I can draw those. I can totally draw those. Oh, I think I have a chart by somebody. Majnuna. Maj, where are you? Majnuna. Yes. Who is now not Maj. Okay. That's okay. Oh, that's okay, that's a translation. I see. German. Actually, they should have a link to Maj. Maj originals. There we go. Nice. Okay. Yep. I need your gallery. Tutorials. Drawing people. big guide to drawing the body. Okay. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Hmm. Come here, you. Let's take a quick look at this. I think Maj used the actual names of the muscles. It kind of looks like it. And if this chart looks like it would be helpful to you, it's mainly a chart for artists to drawing the body. But it does include like major muscle groups. If this would help you, there you go. I love Maj's tutorials. And yeah, this is specifically for drawing, but this would also probably be pretty helpful on all things. You just have to double check that all of these had the same names as to the thing that you were studying. And in doing that, in cross-checking, that will help you memorize or remember what you were looking for. You just have to separate the art notes from the anatomy notes. That's the only that's the only bad thing. But again, in doing so, it might help you remember. Maj also has one for drawing feet and hands, and I'll just link you to Maj's whole gallery on tutorials, because it will probably be useful in some way, because they have more than just people, they have animals too. But you probably need just the people. Anyways. There's gotta be, I need at least 1 or 2 more likes. Where's the rest of this? There it is. Okay, Jesus. Okay. This come up a piece. This will come up a piece. That'll come up a piece. Okay, there we go. Now we can have it all on the same page. There we go. Okay. Save those links. They are amazing. This is one of my favorite songs, sorry. Oh dear. What is this? Oh, this is movement, okay. Flexibility, that doesn't really have muscles, but it is useful for drawing. I don't think they have the names of the muscles on these, but I'm pretty sure the muscles are accurate. If you want practice naming the different muscles from different angles, Will, go to posemaniacs.com, pick a pose, and see if you can label them. Zenon, hello? Oh, you got me. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I only have about 2 minutes left in this stream, guys, and then I'm gonna head out for tonight because I need to cook dinner. Homemade spinach ravioli with a homemade red sauce. Yay! Yay food. I am starving, by the way. So much alcohol and I'm starving. Oh, nice, Alistair. You gotta play with the world generation tool on Dwarf Fortress. How has that been? Quickly before I leave. It seems weird, but hey, I've got polished rocks on my desk, so why not? Um, It's like a nervous tick. It's like people who have change in their pocket and they just jangle it constantly. Same thing. There's a rock in your pocket, so you can, like, if you had a necklace and you were always like playing with the necklace, that's what the rock in the pocket is for. Okay. A rock in a pocket. Alright. Alright. It generates natural worlds with accurate rainfall patterns and whatnot. Nice. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Much. Like, much everything. Xenon, I'll go fishing with you. There you go. There we go. Oh, 2, 1.
Time's up.
Time's up, and that's gonna be the end of my stream today, guys. I will be back tomorrow with filling this out more. Basically, this is what I'm going to be working on for Thursdays and Fridays until it is done. I don't know how long that will take, but on Monday, there will be an announcement that kind of deals with this identity crisis anthology thing that's going on, and I will be back to my usual art, in which I will be digitally coloring my Inktober pieces from October. So, with that, thank you everyone for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You are all wonderful, awesome, beautiful people. I appreciate your time so, so much. It humbles me that you would hang out with me. If you are new around here and you would like to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch and on Twitter at JasmoColors, and I will catch you guys all next time.